Hey everyone, I'm Summer. Welcome to my channel. This video shows the process of a new character I designed. I want to design a postman with a fantasy theme. Before I started writing, I found some reference pictures and designed a little story for this character. In the fantasy city of 2050, his job is to deliver love and hope to everyone. He has the ability to travel through time and space, and the paper crane is his good helper for delivering letters. His weaknesses is that he can't work on rainy days. Because the Tianchun paper crane is made of paper, it will get wet when it rains. First, based on the character's personality traits, draw the dynamic that matches the character's personality. Recently, I have been practicing using the lasso tool for this step, which can greatly improve efficiency because the character's body is mostly covered by the clothing. This step can appropriately increase the speed. Draw the silhouettes of clothing on the dynamic human body with color blocks, paying attention to the changes in rhythm and the outline of the silhouettes. At this time, you can also conceive the layers of the clothing. Using lasso is really much faster than drawing lines. The entire process of drawing this picture took 6 hours, saving a lot of time in the sketching stage. I didn't worry too much about the structural sorting part either, which greatly improved the efficiency. The tips I've summarized: draw more sketches and refer to human anatomy apps. Practice. At this step, be bold in making mistakes and iterate quickly. Now, bring the characters to life. Add details such as costumes, weapons, or expressions. Design approach. Focus on visual language. Each element should tell a story. For instance, a magician's robe uses tattered fabric to imply a wandering background. And the weapon design incorporates cultural symbols such as Eastern runes. The techniques I have summarized use a mood board to unify the style, or draw a schematic diagram of the main elements in the picture to remind yourself and avoid element conflicts. Common mistake: too many and messy details. Remember that less is more, and highlight 1 to 2 memorable points, such as hats, hairstyles, or weapon props. During the drawing process, also pay attention to the proportion of the internal structure after division. Try to make the proportion as close as possible to the golden section ratio. This can make your character look more beautiful. When drawing the structure at the beginning, be quick and capture the first impression in your mind. I once encountered a situation where a design was revised repeatedly, and eventually this picture became completely different from the original idea. In my work, I often encounter the situation where the plan is revised repeatedly, and the first version is actually chosen in the end. Therefore, I think the initial impression and first feeling are very important. This is the initial impulse that makes you decide to draw this character. The face is the most important part of a character. The face shape, facial features, and hairstyle also need to be drawn beautifully. At this time, it is best to find some reference pictures of headshots for study. The upper body clothing structure is quite complex, and some structural sorting should also be done. Otherwise, the light and shadow relationship may be chaotic. Observe your character at all times. Observe as a bystander so that you can find problems in the picture. Flip the canvas horizontally often and change the perspective to quickly find perspective and silhouette problems. I haven't done detailed line drawing. I often feel that it takes a lot of time to draw a picture. In the past drawing process, line drawing took a lot of time. After analyzing the works of many artists, I found that sometimes I didn't do a good job in positioning a picture. Should I do design practice, rendering and detailing practice, or line drawing practice? I'm making a design attempt with this picture, so I simplified the process of dynamic and line drawing. After clarifying the purpose of drawing, it became much easier. Finally, ignite the characters with colors and textures. This step determines the visual impact. I initially chose green and yellow as the base colors for the post office storefront, added white and brown, and dotted with red. The colors I selected should have a difference in lightness. When matching colors, pay attention to the area of the colors. Let the main color occupy at least 60% of the picture area, the auxiliary color 30%, and the accent color 10%. After color filling, switch to black and white mode at any time to check the relationship between black, white, and gray should give the picture a unified feeling. Tip: make good use of color psychology. Warm colors such as red represent passion, while cool colors such as blue show calmness. The color coordination is not sufficient. Use gradient colors more often. Gradients can make your colors more rich. I felt that the contrast in the picture of this plan was a bit weak, and the visual impact was insufficient. The color was somewhat similar to the Chinese-style fishboy in my previous video. So, I made a significant adjustment to the color, changing it to green and increasing the saturation of blue, hoping to enhance the contrast between the saturation of blue and white. Tip: to make a character more attractive, make more contrasts. From the initial design, create more contrasts in size, thickness, points, lines, and surfaces. In terms of color, make more contrasts in lightness, saturation, and hue. Enriching a character, patterns are also very important, especially when there are relatively few inherent color types. Creating patterns with limited colors can also adjust the density relationship and color proportion of the picture. You can give it a try. Check your picture at any time. When doing color matching, you can also improve the structure of the picture. Color is also an element. The same element should appear more than 3 times in the picture. Remember that the colors should also be in harmony and unity within the picture. The most brain-consuming process is over, and the rendering process is relatively much easier. I have made many rendering and refinement videos about heads, hair, and clothing. If you are interested, you can find them in my playlist. Here, just enjoy the simple drawing process with me. Let's dive in. To sum up the 4 steps of character design: concept development, sketch scale, detail design, color and texture, along with consistency methods, will enable you to create the next hit character. Remember, design is not magic, but systematic practice. Like this episode, give me a thumbs up to support me. Subscribe to the channel to unlock more game design secrets. Question or idea? See you in the comments section. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.